What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we're here with Attack on Titan final season 4 special edition MC Hammer featuring Drake. I'm not sure how to name this, and I don't even know how I'm gonna name this in the on the video. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but this is the final part, technically, kinda, not really. This special edition. How do we name this? Like, what is this actually? Welcome back to Attack on Titan. We're here again. This is the final part, or this is the final arc. This final arc should be it. We're going to get what I understand is this episode being an hour-long special, and then I think we get the other part, like another. Oh fuck, I actually have no fucking idea. I have spent the past, like, how long has it been, year or almost a year, basically dodging spoilers left and right, to the point that I have gotten pretty much no information on what they're doing with Attack on Titan. I know that they're going to cut it into parts. I know that however they do it this first part of this final stretch, we'll have like a month or something like that break, or maybe longer, I'm not sure, and then they'll do the rest, and then they'll really end it. But for now, we have this hour-long special of whatever the hell is about to happen. So let's actually talk about it real quick before we get into the episode or movie. We'll talk about it real quick before we get into the special. Jesus Christ. First off, since this is gonna be an hour long, I had to get myself a drink, and make sure that I have pretty much enough here to sustain me for that hour. This is going to be a long video, obviously, because of how long this is, but let's actually talk about the show. Where we left off last on Attack on Titan was a very, very somber note, and honestly, somber is probably the understatement of a lifetime. This last episode that we had of Attack on Titan was heartbreaking. Eren has basically said fuck it, and decided that he will destroy everything outside of Paradis in order to sustain freedom for everyone that he loves. He has made the sacrifice of becoming a puppet himself to the freedom that he craves so much, in order to give that freedom to everyone else that he cares most about. Now, of course, the argument has always been, this is what I love about Attack on Titan, because there is an argument, and there's a legitimate one, to the point that people believe that they just don't like the show, and that's so interesting to me. But the argument is whether he should or he shouldn't, whether he is right or whether he is wrong, or maybe a little bit of both. Who knows, right? I'm assuming that with this special, we're going to be exploring that a little bit more with this, episode, I guess you can call it, if you want to. We're going to be exploring that a little bit more. But as I said in probably the last episode's discussion, from the other part, we're going to see the rumbling. I think that a lot of this episode, a lot of this special should be focused on the rumbling. I want to see I want to see in gruesome detail. I know this sounds really fucked, but I want to see in gruesome detail what Eren is doing to the rest of the world, because if we're being real, Eren is ending the world. Like, our main protagonist, the one that most of us, like, it's been like, what, 10 years that Attack on Titan has been out, so 10 years is a long time. The one, the MC that we have spent a lot of our time with, and that we've basically grown up with, has decided at the end of his story, I'm just gonna kill everybody. I'm just gonna kill everybody, and that's what we'll do, and that's how I'll solve the problem. I'm gonna kill everybody. So that's a very dark way to end the story. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I don't want to talk too much on this intro because, like I said, this is gonna be a very long episode. But I want to say, yeah, that's something that if there's anything I want to see, that's one thing I gotta see. I gotta see the gruesome details of the rumbling. I gotta see how bad it is, because it's bad. You're basically sending off titans to flatten the world. That's bad. So we're gonna get straight into this. I'm interested to see if we have a new OP. That's why I'm interested, because I really like the rumbling, and I really liked Child of Evil as well. I thought that those two, that OP and that ED were perfect. So I'm very interested in seeing whether they keep those OP in that ED, or they changed it. Which, oh man, if they changed it, how could it get better? You've got a lot to live up to. So we're gonna hop straight into this. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Attack on Titan or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Link's going to be in the description below for that as well. We also have the full length reaction to these episodes on there. And for this episode specifically, I highly suggest that I usually don't shill for the Patreon, but I highly suggest you check out the full length reaction, because this is going to be very hard to edit. I don't know how I'm gonna make this happen, if I'm quite honest. I've never done a movie reaction, so this is gonna be crazy. So yeah, we also have a Discord if you want to talk more Attack on Titan or anything else that we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let's get my headphones, make sure that they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. Why are we starting off like this? What is going on? What the fuck was that? Oh my god, not the really long dream, bro. There's always been this thing about the whole, like, it's been a really long dream or something like that, or this has all felt like a dream, which is why I've always thought that this story is just gonna end in a fucking loop. Oh, a stack of cash. Yeah, that stash. Oh, they probably cut. Oh my. Oh god. Oh my god. Hiding the coins when it doesn't fucking matter. Holy shit. Holy shit. Ooh. Oh, they got Footsteps of Doom playing. Oh, they got Footsteps of Doom playing. Oh my god. That's so sick. The only thing that Eren is thinking about in this moment is, I'm going to kill all these people. The good ones, the bad ones. Yep. Sickening. They will die. That mother. Oh, what would your mom? Oh man. Then you gotta see the bad. Yep. Oh my god. Fuck you. Right, so why save him now? Jesus Christ! Holy fuck! Oh, dude. Yeah, so how? Yeah, why are you any better? Oh God. Half-ass piece of shit. Oh, dude. The psychology of Eren is so... Jesus, I pointed it out in the last episode, is that one thing people always forget about is how hot the Titans are. Even if they don't step on you, you burn to a crisp just by being near them. Oh my God. Oh! Oh my God. Holy fuck. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh God. Oh. They got stepped on and singed. Holy shit. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I don't think I'm saying anything really. I'm holy shit. Oh my God. Oh, I can't, bro. I can't, bro. Before watching Attack on Titan, there's always this lump in my chest that I feel, because I know I'm about to see some sick shit. Looters? Oh, this is not the fucking time. Oh my God. Holy shit. Nah, bro. This fucking, get out the way, bitches. And everybody just tries to get it. Oh my God. See the humanity in it. Look at the humanity in it. That's human. I asked for it. Did I not ask for it? So why am I complaining? Why am I complaining? Ooh, that Colossal Titan have a head on him. He got that forehead. Oh my God. For the moment I was born, there was always a stifling wall looming before me. The people who witnessed these things. Oh my God, Jesus! For the ones born that obtained the greatest freedom in the world. Freedom? Oh, dude. Whoa, what? I can't, bro. I can't, man. Oh, that water looks beautiful. Jesus. You know how sick of a show this is? I want to believe that this is like some type of love blossoming or some shit. But then I also start thinking, what if it's just Bertold? Would have helped any by looking at you as an enemy? What would that have helped? Oh? Earth people, including civilians, even children. Yeah, because, I mean, they've both done sickening shit. And they're technically good people. Yeah. Oh, no. on. Oh man. Yeah, we don't have much time. We don't have much time. Suicide charge? I forgot the because dear God, man. Oh, you don't want to do this at all. Yeah, right. Because Annie said that she was done. I don't blame her. Also, sometimes a slim hope is all you need. She's like, Armin? See that Mikasa says that because I've been saying for a while. I think Mikasa is the only one that can. Oh, you have it. That's my dog, bro. Bearded bitch. Oh man. Okay. So this tells us where he's gonna be. Damn. That's real shit. That ass still fat too, damn. Oh, come on. Oh, you fucking demon. You fucking demon. That's good though. Oh, fuck. Yes, sir. Oh my God, bro. God damn it. Yeah. That's a good order. Work together. It's time to fill his body. Oh, the Erwin line. Also, Hanji, can you stop talking like that? You're on my hit list of people that are probably gonna die. You, Levi, and Sasha. Yo. Don't shoot the black man! Fuck, you piece of shit! Fuck, you piece of shit! Fuck, nigga, what's fuck wrong with you? Fuck, what the fuck? Dude, whoa! Oh, shit. I hate Flock. Flock might be one of the most hated characters I have ever. Oh, Flock! Oh, you're necessary, but I hate you. Holy shit, Flock. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh, My God. Oops, bitch ass nigga. What the fuck? Oh, no, are you really about to die? Oh, you fucking, oh, you're dead. You're dead. Oh no, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Oh no. Give your heart! Levi's your underling now. Oh, dude. A supremely cool exit. Oh, Hanji. I'm holding this bitch. I'm holding this bitch. Let's go, Hanji. I'm holding this bitch. I'm not moving. Holy shit. It's a dream come true. It's a dream come true for her. Holy shit. Shit, this. Oh, fuck, nigga. Feel that. Your shit. Oh, Hanji, you nasty with it. Oh, Hanji. Oh. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Oh my God, this anime. Holy shit. Oh, they doing God's work. What the fuck going on? Oh my God. Oh. Holy shit. Let's go, Hanji. Fuck out of here. Fuck. Oh, Hanji, Jesus Christ! Holy shit, Hanji! Whoa! Hanji! Oh! Holy shit, Hanji! Holy shit, Hanji! Fuck out of here! Oh. Why is this show so fucking good? Oh. Oh, fuck. Watch us. What? What the fuck? Holy sh! Oh my God, Mobley! That's big mob right there. That's big. Holy shit. Oh no. Alright. To be honest, I thought the plan would be have Armin get to his nape and blow up, but that's true. That's also true. Oh my God. Jesus, yeah, you gotta find him somewhere on there. Oh man. Oh God. I fucking knew it! You're dead! Oh. Let me do it. Okay. We've all sinned. Every single one of us in this plane is a sinner. Right. There's still humanity left, so let's save that and see if it makes us feel better. I've been saying that for a while. There's a good possibility that Eren wants to be a cautionary tale. He could just tell you all to fuck off. Oh. That's a fucking great idea. That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. He's giving y'all freedom to do whatever you want. And you look. Oh shit! Holy shit. Oh. Yeah, just leave it to us. We'll get it. We'll get it done. Oh god. Oh man. You heard him. Holy shit. Yeah. I expected him to say something like that. Now this is a different Eren. Or maybe it's the same. It's Eren. But which Eren is it? Holy fuck. What? What the fuck? Whoa. Holy fuck. Fight. Yep. God. That just. Kill me. Yep, there it is. Kill me. Yeah, you have to kill him. He wants you to kill him. What we care about. Yeah. Oh, how to respect the value of. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Yeah. Memories. What gonna do? What are we talking about? Yeah, what do you hang on, spit that. What? You can fly! Oh my god, is that what? Oh, and he's dead. You're alive! Oh my god. Reiner's mom's there. Holy shit. Whoa. Inoffensive? Oh no. They had it isn't offensive. Yeah. Let's be real. Let's be real though. Holy shit. Holy shit, the last bastion. That's real shit. I respect that. Yeah. Look what he's doing. Either he's changing minds or he's giving the right people actual room to speak. Jesus. Look what he's doing. Look what Eren is doing. Yep. That's your kid. That's your kid you were happy about. Going off to war. Yeah. Yeah, that was your kid. Yep. Yeah. What the fuck? Bank! Holy shit. Oh. 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 Oh shit. Holy fuck. Oh, this is some sick imagery. Oh, this is some sick imagery. What is... Holy shit. Oh my god. Is that where he is? The idea of that they failed the children. It's not that they're about to die. It's not that they, you know, they're afraid to die or they failed themselves or their country or anything. We failed the children. Is it the airship? Come on, we here. But you see how the kids always see the hope? You see my niggas? That's a black man piloting that. That's a black man. That's a good man. That's my nigga on Yon Capone. Holy shit. Whoa. Oh shit, let's get it. Ooh, this fucking beat. Let's get it. Holy fuck. Let's go. This is a generational ass anime, bro. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Give me that, nigga. Oh my god, this is sick. This is sick. Give me that, nigga. Let's go. This is sick. This is so sick. Holy fuck, this is sick. Give me that shit, nigga. This is so fucking cool. Oh shit. Let's go, Peak. Land that shit. You know what it is? You know what it is. You know what it is. This isn't over. This is not over. This, bro, this anime is so fucking good. This is a great, oh my god, it's a great show. In what way are you free? Oh. 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 Oh, what is this? Oh, what the fuck? Oh. 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 Yeah? Oh, this is sick. Yeah. Oh, let me, hold on. Oh, it's just him going forward. That's crazy. Oh my god, I gotta. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, they talking about something. Oh. They talking about something with this one. They talking about something. They talking about something. Ooh. Under the tree. Oh. This is a great. Nah, this is a great. This is a great. Is this the OP or is this the ED? Doesn't matter. This is a great song. Oh, nigga. They talking about something. They talking about something with this one. Nah, they talking about something with this one. They talking about something. Is that it? Is that it? That's it. Let me take that shit off. Oh Lord Jesus, goddamn. Okay. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay. I hang on. Let me pick my shit out. Hold on. Cause we they talking about something with this one. They talking about something with this one. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. How do? Where do I start? Where do I start? First of all, let me go back to the episode because it switched to fucking Ilse's notebook. Um. Where do I start? Where do I start? Let's start from the beginning. Let's let's start from the beginning. So first of all, um we start off with a very interesting scene here. It's the same thing that we saw in the beginning of this entire series, which is Mikasa and Eren under the tree, and Eren saying he just woke up from a very long dream. Um, and since the beginning of this show, that scene has always stood out to me. Not because it's the first scene of the series and stuff like that, blah blah. It's not just that, but the idea of things feeling like a long dream, things feeling like not much time has passed or too much time has passed, has always been a reoccurring, not theme, but it's been a reoccurring thing in Attack on Titan. And I know in the beginning of this episode, I said, I was like, oh yeah, this is why I feel like it's gonna end in a loop. Maybe that's not the best way I could have put it, right? It's and, and here's the thing, I don't think that I can really put it in a way that is satisfying. But it's always struck me as weird that people specifically like Eren have always felt like, oh wow, only 6 months have passed since that time, or since we've joined the scouts or whatever. And on top of Eren saying, oh man, all this feels like a very long dream, it almost feels like the show itself, or at least where the show is going, is that this will end one with Eren and Mikasa, as it should. I've been a very strong I've been very outspoken on that this show should end with Eren and Mikasa, in the same way that they were under that tree, right? And it's very interesting that the ED even is called Under the Tree, right? Not only because it would just be it would be poetic justice and blah 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 and all the other stuff, but because because one, Mikasa is probably the only one that could get close enough to kill Eren, and I mean that in multiple ways. But two, Mikasa is the only one Eren would want to. Well, Eren just wants to die, but I think Mikasa to Eren would be the best. Would be the best outcome for her to kill him. The way I see it with the correlation of like them being under the tree and bringing back this scene is with the same way that when they go into like the Titan, whatever the fuck that is, that little whenever they go to Yggdrasil, I'll call it that. Whenever they go to Yggdrasil, and Yggdrasil being a tree, The only time they can truly talk to each other is under the tree of Yggdrasil. Um, so in a moment like this, I could see how, or in a show like this with what's going on, I could see how it would be just poetic for the show to end with Mikasa and Eren under the tree, only in different circumstances, because since Eren has always known blah 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 and the whole time shenanigans with his Titan and stuff like that, it's most likely that Eren knows that he's going to be killed by one of his friends. Once again, hopefully Mikasa. I say it like that's a good thing. I mean, it's going to be sad as fuck if they kill him. But Eren probably knows. Or at least he has a feeling, right? So there's that. But onward from that scene, we get two characters, Halil and Ramsey. I forget his name. I think it's Ramsey. Halil and Ramsey, who are very much just bystanders. They have nothing to do with this. They're just they're just random little boys that so happen to be in Marley. And a couple things that stand out to me in this scene, which is one, both Halil and Ramsey stashing away money and stuff like that, and being like, yeah, and then we can distribute this out to everybody once we get enough money and everybody will be happy, blah blah blah. This childlike wonder that they have about having all this money, which is probably not a lot of money, but it's a lot to a child, right? I bring all that up because they are children. There is this sense of wonder. There's this sense of wonder for the future within them, and I like how the show set this up, because of that sense of wonder, showing how they see the future as bright and hopeful, because I'm saving up. I'm working towards giving ourselves a better life, even though, like, I think it was Ramsey that didn't have a hand because he was stealing the money and stuff like that. But they had a very hopeful idea of what the future could look like. So that's one thing. But the next layer that it works on is how Ramsey got the money, right? Ramsey stole that money, right? And I think we can all agree stealing is wrong, stealing is bad, and all those remedial lessons that we learned as kids, right? Understandable. But Ramsey got the money from stealing. However, the reason Ramsey stole the money is so his loved ones could have it when he died. Cause he even made the statement like, hey, if I die, blah blah blah, whatever, give the money to everybody. So if we can see that stealing is bad, but why he did it was for what we could assume is a good cause, right? I just want to help out my family. I want to help out all my loved ones, so I stole this money. I pickpocketed people so I could gather all this cash, distribute it out. It then has to double back on Eren, who is doing the same thing basically, which is killing everybody. Genocide's bad, right? Genocide's bad. I don't think that anybody needs to I don't think anybody needs a lesson on that, right? But why is he doing it, right? Same way that Rami steals the money. Why is he doing it? It's still bad. But he's doing it for a what we can assume, or what we see as a good reason. So having this setup of these kids, um, with the hopeful, with the hopeful, sight into the future, I guess you could say, and doing what Eren's doing, but in a micro, doing what everybody does, actually, what most humans do, but at least like a parallel to what Eren's doing in the show, is a really good way to set up this episode, because we immediately go into Eren thinking the same thing of himself. Him walking down the streets of Marley and stuff like that, wherever the fuck they were in Marley, and seeing all these people just living their lives, right? And seeing that there are good people, and people that are just happy to be alive and stuff. They're not hurting anybody as far as we know, and all this other stuff. Seeing like the lady, the pregnant lady, who is also just minding her business, and realizing, oh, I'm going to kill all these people. Now granted, I'm doing it for the freedom of my people. I'm doing it so my people could be happy, so my people can be free. But I'm still going to kill these people. I'm going to snuff out the lives of not just the people that I'm seeing around here, but their children. So I'm really glad they showed like the pregnant lady, because it's not just the people around them, but it's the children that are with them as well. It's you're effectively taking out, or you're eliminating the hope of one people's future so you can secure another's. Is that is that right? Is that wrong? It's a matter of perspective. Because immediately after seeing like just normal people, you then see Ramsey getting his ass beat by people who I think we can safely assume are dickheads. And I like what Eren was saying here, basically, to summarize it, basically like seeing, oh, these people are bad too. Like there are bad people as well as the good people, right? But why save this boy if I'm just going to kill him, right? Why do the right thing? Why do the right thing if I'm just going to kill him? And why chastise these three men for beating up this kid if I'm just going to kill him soon, right? That makes, in his mind, that makes me no better. And honestly, as he even says, I'm worse. I'm way worse. It's not that I'm just as bad as these people. I'm worse. So what's the point of me saving him? Now, the thing is that he still does it. He still goes back, and after being like, yeah, it's not my problem, he still goes back and he still saves the kid. Now, two reasons why he could have saved the kid, right? And they're very simple reasons. One, because it was the right thing to do, right? It's that simple. Go back, save the kid, because it was the right thing to do. Two, to say sorry. Three, it could be both, right? And I think that's an option for pretty much anything in this show, right? But it like I was saying, it could also simply just be to say sorry, right? And the moment where the scene where he is like crying and saying like, I'm so sorry, I thought that I just wanted to make things right. I wanted to wipe out everybody so I could get rid of the hate and blah 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 and all this other stuff, right? I like that, because it's a good way for us to see the introspective thought of Eren by having him break down to this kid, explain that he didn't want to do this, explain that he didn't have a choice in doing this, even though the kid has no idea what he's talking about. He's like, I don't, the kid's probably sitting there like, fucking crazy guy, just randomly saying he's sorry and he wanted to destroy the wall, or destroy the walls and the people, and blah 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 blah. Ramsey's probably sitting there thinking that Eren's tweaking off gas station pills. It's but the introspection of that scene is what is what really sells it. It's not really about Ramsey in that moment. It's about Eren, and a lot of moments with Eren have been that selfish, of where it is just about Eren, right? Because I mean, Eren is acting out of selfishness. Like let's call a spade. Eren is acting out of selfishness. So in the scene, it's not super. It's plausible. I should say it's plausible that the reason why he just goes out and says sorry to Ramsey is probably, it could be because he's just really sorry for what he has to do, but it's also probably just it could also just be a selfish thing of Eren wanting to feel like, maybe just want to feel like he isn't the bad guy for a little bit, which he is. He is. Let's be real. He definitely is. But outside of the philosophical shit and stuff, if we want to take a break from that real quick, I gotta say, I asked to see the gritty details of the rumbling, because I needed to see it. But dear God, when it's like when you were a teenager and you would be like, and maybe some people still do it, more power to you, but it's like when you were a teenager and you wanted to see something really gross. Like back in the day, there would be like websites and stuff where you could see like gore and stuff like that, and it was some really sick shit back in the day. The internet was a sick place. It still is, but the point being is that you would want to see that stuff, but once you saw it, you start to realize how sick it is. And that's how I was with seeing the rumbling. I wanted to see it, but once I did, I realized just how sickening it was. The reason why I wanted to see it is so it could be driven home just how wrong Eren is. And Eren knows he's wrong, and we'll get to that in a bit. But the rumbling needed to be shown in that amount of detail. Like I said, just to show how wrong Eren is, but also to show how the futility of the rumbling, right? Just to show like how fucked everybody is because of the rumbling. Because something that I talked about in the last episode, in episode 28 back in season 4, whatever, still hard to figure out how to numerically name this shit. But one thing I talked about in that last discussion was that I needed to see the rumbling because it would drive home just how wrong he was. But also, I don't think something like this should be censored, I guess you should say, because we need to see that he is killing kids. He's killing innocent people. He's destroying homes, families, and stuff like that. Just seeing a bunch of colossal titans walking the earth is scary, and it insinuates some horrible shit. But seeing Ramsey and his brother, or whoever, Ramsey and Halil, like have this moment where they're still picking up the coins, still having, still picking up the coins, because in their kids, they believe that if they have a more hopeful future, a hopeful sight of the future, right? They have a more hopeful look for the future, right? So they think, go get the money. We need that so we can give it out to people and stuff like that, or to our family and stuff like that. So yeah, of course they go back for it, but because of what Eren's doing, they get fucking stomped out and burned to death. It's it's some sick shit. It's some sick shit. So we get that. It was horrible. It's horrible to watch and all that type of shit. We have even the older Jaegers, Zeke's grandparents or whatever, having this moment of like, oh shit, this is our judgment, huh? This is what we get. I also like that because, of course, we get this scene in the last season part whatever, where we see that Dr. Jaeger Dr. Jaeger was regretful, as in like Eren's grandfather is regretful for what he did, and like putting too much pressure on Grisha and all this other shit, and he's regretful. But we also didn't see that with his grandmother, and with that scene we get a bit of introspective thought with them as well, or at least a glimpse into what their thought process has been. They've also been like, oh, we fucked up, so now this is our judgment. So that was really cool. The scenery, the fucking imagery is sick. Seeing bodies burnt to a crisp, still standing up. It's horrible imagery, but they did it so well. On top of having this sickening imagery, it's topped off with Eren in this beautiful sky lit place, saying that this is freedom. And that shit hit. That shit hit hard. That shit hit hard as hell. Why? Because Eren truly believes that this. I believe that Eren at least truly feels. I'll say that Eren truly feels like this is the only way to save humanity. This is the only way to save his friends. Not even humanity. Fuck humanity, right? This is the only way to save his friends, his people, so Parody can have freedom, and also he can have freedom, right? As he believes that his ability to choose to keep moving forward is also what grants him his freedom. As he said earlier or later in the episode, you're free to stop me, and I'm free to keep going. The thing is that this is not freedom. We could get into a whole conversation on like a scientific conversation on like how, like, what is freedom? Do humans actually possess freedom and all this other stuff? Because in reality, your brain figures out what you're going to do way before your actual consciousness, or vice versa, something like that. Is that your consciousness, your brain figures out what it's going to do way before your consciousness tells you what you're going to do. So free will is not as ambiguous as most people think, at least looking at it from that lens. So having Eren call this freedom is it's tricky. It's tricky because when you have to ask yourself at what cost, right? Is that truly freedom? Because if the only direction you can move is forward, that's not freedom. If anything, I believe that Eren has sacrificed his own freedom in order to attempt to gain the people of Paradis and his friends' freedom. But what he is seeing, you know, this vast skylit place or whatever, is not actually freedom. It's a facade. In a lot of ways, it's a facade, because what he's actually seeing in reality is burned bodies, dead children, pregnant women out there flattened because you stepped on them. Yeah, he's free to choose to step on those people, but that's is that worth it? Is that worth it? You know, mm, I don't know. I don't know. I can't say. We get the scene with Annie and Armin. Really like that. Having like this moment of them kind of confessing but not confessing and stuff like that. And as I pointed out, just how cynical this show makes you, is that I should be happy for them, right? But immediately what I was thinking was like, are you free in choosing this? Because like, what if it's just Bertold, right? What if it's just Bertold? What if it's just because you ate Bertold and Bertold like Danny? So is it because, it's, I don't think so. Like, I don't think so personally, but it's interesting that the show makes you think that cynically. Um, but I really like the scene, having both of them like have this moment of reprieve, which they absolutely deserve at this point. I mean, they deserve not a week's, I mean, they deserve a lifetime of rest after this. But having them have this moment of rest and relative relaxation, it was nice to see, um as well as just seeing Annie and Armin kind of spiritually smile, so I really like that. Really enjoyed that. Having Armin like tell her not to go and just to stay. All that was great. I will say that a very interesting line in this part, this scene, was Armin saying that he doesn't like the word, or he doesn't like the phrase "good person," because what is a good person? Like, yeah, what is a good person? I think Armin's a good person. I think Annie's a good person. Both of those people, like both Armin and Annie combined, have killed more people than any group of people, any nation would kill in their lifetime. You know, so good people, yeah. Have they done very horrible things? Absolutely. Also, yes. It's good people sin too. Innocent people sin as well, right? We see that with Ramsey, who stole the money. You stole it. Is Ramsey a bad person? No, of course not. Of course not. So really like that scene. Of course, I totally forgot that Falco still has to reconcile with everybody dying, not just in Paradis with that battle, but also the fact that they've already, let him know, like, oh, they've already hit Liberio, they're all dead. They're most likely all dead. Now we know they're not all dead, but you know, tell them like, yeah, they're most likely all dead. Horrible way for Falco. I felt horrible for him. Um, it sucks, man. All around, this sucks for everybody. Having them having a moment with Annie and Mikasa. Love that. There, and Mikasa having this face of Armin, really? When did that happen? That was a good little lighthearted thing there. But I will say I understand Annie. In her mind, the only thing she cared about was saving her father, right? But now that she at least believes that her father is dead and Liberio is crushed, there's no reason for her to keep going. I like I said, I understand. I don't blame her. All she wants is to stop fighting. Like, she doesn't want to see any more bloodshed or anything like that. And genuinely, I don't, you know, who would want to see more of that? All she wants is to live peacefully, most likely with Armin. But I can't blame her for not wanting to keep going. What else we have? There's so much to go through. There's so fucking much to go through. My dog Yelena telling him where Eren would be, blah blah. That's my dog Yelena, is still crazy. Peak's ass is still fat, that's crazy too. But yeah, all that was great. Having Annie say goodbye and everybody say goodbye to Annie, cool. Flock, you bitch. Let's talk about Flock. I dislike Flock. But I dislike Flock about as much as I dislike Eren, which is not much. Reason why is because Flock represents a way of thinking that is conducive to not much at all. And though I'm not a big fan of Flock, he is absolutely necessary. And also, you gotta give it up to him. He held on to the boat the whole way. The man was already shot, but he held on to the boat the entire way. But yeah, I believe that Flock is completely necessary for the story. His tenacity is second to none. I have never seen a character, I mean, not never, but very rarely do you see a character have that much tenacity to where they're like, I'm just gonna not just any character. Flock is a side character, a side character. Flock is like not an A or B or C or D. Flock is like a fucking F character, right? He's not that important, but that's the reason why he's so necessary, because he was a voice to the unimportant, right? The people that weren't special. And that was another theme that was pretty prominent in Attack on Titan, that some people are special, but the destruction that special people leave in their wake is always left to the people that aren't. People like Flock, who are cowards and who are small-minded and stuff like that. People like Flock are the ones that have to pick up the pieces after special people come through and turn everything into rubble, such as like Eren's doing. So mad respect to Flock. Not a fan of Flock, but I gotta respect it. Um, one of the one of the people that was on my chopping block for like characters who will most likely die, Hanji was one of them. I never, especially with this anime, I never like give away that list of people who I think is gonna die, because this anime's fan base is notorious for trying to spoil people. And dear God, I not a big fan of the anime's fan base. Love the anime, not a big fan of the fan base. But Hanji was one of those characters that I was like, oh God, if anybody dies, most likely Hanji. And yeah, that she did. I really liked what tipped me off to like me going, yeah, you're definitely dead, which is Hanji saying, can you see him? Which is exactly what Erwin said before he died. The role of commander is not fun. And I don't just mean that, I don't just mean that like, oh, there's a lot of work to do and stuff like that. You are responsible for every life and every death. As long as you are steering the ship, you are responsible for all of that. And it's up to you to take those, not only to lead those lives into battle and make sure that none of them are lost, but it's also up to you to take the ones that are gone, the ones that are dead, and make sure that they did not die for anything. It's not a fun job. It's not a fun job. It's one of the hardest. It's a miserable job. And throughout Hanji being the commander, we see her time and time again, like not just stress, but like despair over being the commander. And in this moment, she gets a chance to one, release herself from the torment of being commander, but two, also do what she has always known to do, which is being a scout, right? Like that, like the whole scout deal, that's her. That's what she's always been, right? But she gets to go out the same way that Erwin did. The parallel to Erwin is actually extremely strong. As I said, it's like Eren said, it's not it's up to the living to make sure that the lives that the dead gave up weren't in vain. So in Hanji's situation, it was a I'll buy you time, because as the commander, that is my job, right? To make sure that lives are not lost, and the ones that are lost did not lose them for nothing. If that means that it'll result in your death in a fiery blaze of glory, dear God, Hanji, you are a demon for that, then so be it. So be it. That was a fantastic and the animation in that moment, I mean, they did Hanji justice. Dear God, they did Hanji justice. The animation was fantastic. I should probably actually talk about that the animation fidelity for this episode or special, whatever, for an hour, for this to have been an hour, the fidelity was fantastic. It was great. There were some times where it was weird, and I'm not gonna nitpick, like when the Beast Titan was created like the second time, and he looked kind of fuzzy and stuff. Who cares? I'm not gonna I said I'm not gonna nitpick. The animation in general was incredible. The imagery was incredible. Everything looked fantastic. So there's not much of a reason for me to sit here and be a dick about it. You know, everything else was great. I'm not about to focus on one thing. But yeah, they did Hanji. They did Hanji. That was just amazing. That was great. I love this. I love the moment with her and Levi telling her to, you know, just give your heart. Obviously, Levi put in the same situation as when he had to decide that Erwin was going to give up on his dream and die and stuff like that. And Levi being the one to send Hanji off again. You know, so fantastic. R.I.P. Hanji, one of the realest to ever do it. Love that girl. She's a fucking demon, man. She's a fucking demon. Okay. So, devising a plan in the airplane boat, whatever the fuck it is. And while everything was every plan sounded was like sound. You know, like, oh, we need Armin to blow up, and you know that's how we'll stop Eren, or like now we have to find Zeke because he's the one that Eren's using the power with, blah blah blah, and all the other stuff. The one thing that came out of this scene that stood out to me was something that I've been talking about for a while, which is Eren probably wants to die. Eren probably wants them to kill him. I've always said that I even if he doesn't know, Eren probably wants to be a cautionary tale to the world, and we'll get into that towards the end of the discussion. But they point out a very interesting thing is that they still have their Titan powers. If Eren wanted to, he could have taken it away. He could have very easily taken their ability to Titan shift away, and they would have been sitting ducks. What else would you have done, right? They could have used the ODM gear, but they would have been severely outclassed, like they already are, but even more so. So it would make a lot of sense for Eren to not just take away their Titan powers. Eren could easily have erased their memories at that moment and just brought it back whenever he finished. You know, he could have done a bevy of things to handicap our group, but he didn't. And Eren's reasoning, once they went into like Yggdrasil and stuff, Eren's reasoning was that he wanted to give them the freedom to choose what to do, right? You know, like as he said, if you want to stop me, you are free to do that, but I am also free to keep going. Now, that's what Eren says. But as I said earlier, your brain figures out what you're going to do way before your consciousness tells you what you're going to do. So it's not far-fetched to say that it's not far-fetched at all to say that even if somebody says, hey, nah, I'm really about this, I'm really about to do this, nobody stop me, your heart could be telling you a completely different thing. Eren himself seems to be crying out for help, and all of the clues point to that. As everybody in that ship said, like, killing all those people, you know, when Armin killed all those people at that port, it was horrible for him. It was agony. Every time Armin had to kill somebody, hurt somebody or whatever, it was agony. And same thing for Reiner. Annie, Bertold, Piek, everybody. When they're out there terrorizing other nations or other people or people in general or just being a menace, you know, that that shit weighs heavy on them. It's agony. It's miserable. It is one of the purest forms of despair. And if it felt that bad for us, if it felt that bad for Armin, if it felt that bad for Reiner, if it felt that bad for Piek, if it felt that bad for Annie, if it felt that bad for Bertold, how much suffering is Eren doing in that form of his? How much suffering is he doing while he's commencing the rumbling? It's not far-fetched at all to say that Eren's doing this because he wants us to kill him. He wants to be a cautionary tale. He wants to die. You know, he wants people to look at what happened and go, this happened because we fucked up, and if we don't fuck up anymore, we can stop this from ever happening again. Specifically the rumbling, no, but the next thing, whatever it is, whether it's some dude that has the fucking all the launch codes and decides, I hate the world, all y'all do is hate on each other, I'm blowing it up, you know, it doesn't matter. The point being is that this monster, Eren wants to become the monster that humanity created, and he rightfully so, he did that. He became the monster that humanity created with their own hatred. And if he willingly did that, yeah, it's plausible that he is also begging somebody to kill him. Begging. So yeah, I think the fact that Eren gave them but let them keep their Titan powers is a smoking gun. At least for me, that's a smoking gun saying, yeah, Eren is screaming, kill me. He may not be saying it, and you know, totally understand. I get why he's not just outwardly saying, yeah, kill me, you know. He has to keep this up. He has to keep going forward. He doesn't have a choice. But him not having a choice is the reason why he is screaming at them to kill him. This show is depressing. Let's see where we at in this episode. I love the conversation that they had in Yggdrasil with Eren stopping them, telling them that they're free to choose and all the other stuff. That's all cool. Here's the really interesting, or like here's one of the really interesting parts of this episode. Falco has a point. Falco says that he's been having a dream. Falco says that he's been having a dream that he was soaring above the clouds. And I listen, ever since season 4 episode 2, I've been on that train, and I have not let it go ever. When that dude said, do we have Titans that can fly? I sat there and thought, no, we don't. But wouldn't it be cool if we did? And for a while, I was like, yeah, you know, hey, you know, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't, you know, it's no way, you know, we don't have any flying Titans. And then I started to think, Falco's name is Falco. Falco's name is Falco. He's probably gonna be a Titan. He's said before that he's had dreams of memories that weren't his and shit like that before. Now I know somebody, I know it was said that that Isayama just put that in there to fuck with people. But still, he's gonna be a Titan. His name's Falco. I think that's that's one thing that was like so on the nose that I would not let that go. So when you see him finally turn into a Titan and it has a beak. At first I was wondering, because I was like, okay, he has the jaw Titan. Why would he have a beak, right? And at first I thought it was, oh, his name's Falco, blah, 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 it's so funny, it's so quirky, cool, his name's Falco, and he looks like a bird. But no, Falco made a very good point. He was created into a Titan by Zeke's spinal fluid. He has Beast Titan in him. And the Beast Titan, I think there was like a fucking fuck, I don't know if it was like a illustration or something at some point in the show, but the other Beast Titan, like way long ass fucking time ago, I think they also looked like a fucking animal. I have to go back and check, but I think he also looked like an animal. I don't think we ever saw Casaver's Beast Titan, but he probably also looked like an animal. So we know that the Beast Titan, whenever the Beast Titan is formed, it's always some sort of animal type of Titan kind of thing, right? And the only thing Falco was missing was the wings. But it seems like he's like slowly but surely gaining attributes of the Beast Titan, so he will have wings. There's a good chance that not only this is how we could get Annie back into the fight, but Falco is probably about to play a huge role in being able to get back up to wherever Eren's vital organ is, wherever Eren is, right? Because the plane's out, like the plane's gone. They're not. That plane ain't doing shit for nobody. So yeah, that's out of commission. Falco, however, might just be it. He might just be the son of a bitch to do it. So that's really interesting. I really like that. Towards the end here, we have one of my favorite moment of this episode, if not my favorite theme of this episode, and probably my favorite theme of the show, which is children. In this part, the final like 10 minutes of this episode, we focus a lot on the survivors of Liberio, and also this commander, whoever, of the airfield, right? Now there are two things going on here that are really cool. One, you have the commander who is speaking to the people, or the remainder of humanity and stuff like that, as they're launching an offensive, and he's saying to them that all this happened, all these Titans that you see, all the destruction that they have left in their wake, all this fuckery that you see, this was our fault. This was us as adults, we did this. Whether you fought in the war or not, this is our fault, because as adults we did not teach our children correctly. We taught our children how to hate. We taught our children we didn't teach our children how to love. This is our fault. Now, a couple levels are working here, with his like speech, and it's the reason why I like this part so much. Is that one, it's it's the adults finally accepting blame for what they done. As I said during the episode, nobody, even Karina, Reiner's mom, had a breakdown, thinking that, oh shit, this whole time I have been using my child as a tool for revenge, than actually seeing him as a kid. It's the same thing with Grisha when he's using his child, both of them, as tools of revenge. How to one up. They changed those children. Jesus Christ. They changed those children's future into not hope, not there was nothing hopeful about their future. The same, the way that Ramsey and Halil were, where they were like, oh, it's fine, we'll just give out, and it'll be great, and we'll give money, and it's cool, it's all fun. But no, they changed their futures into something that was way more bleak than anything that a child, or person for that matter, should have to see. They turned them into tools. To repeat Mr. Browse's words, or not for verbatim, but to repeat Mr. Browse's words, they put the children in the forest. They pushed them into that forest when they should have been keeping them out. So I really like this scene because he didn't say, like I was saying, he didn't say, oh no, we're gonna die, or oh no, now we'll never see tomorrow, or our land's gone, or we lost our ships and our cities and all this other shit. Like, no, there was none of that, right? In a lot of shows, in a lot of situations, in in real life and stuff, people always lament like, the city's gone, it's destroyed, oh no, we're gonna die, and I'm scared, and you see humanity even in this episode. Earlier on this episode, you could see how people were acting like crabs in a bucket. One guy had a car, and they were like, "No, get the fuck out of there! I'm whipping that bitch," and they all still died. People will always lament on the things that they cared about, rather than what they should have. The same way that same thing with what Lady Azumabito was saying. Why does it take loss for people to realize, what you say, like, why does it take loss for people to realize what they should have been valuing, or like some to that effect, right? I'll go back and see what exactly she said. Time will not turn back, but my sense of regret will never end. I cannot say that I did everything in my power to find a path for LD and survival. I treated my clan's interest. Okay, let's. Too late. Blah blah. All right, whatever. Point being is that it always takes a great amount of loss for people to realize, oh shit, this is what we should have actually been worrying about. So in this moment where the commander or whatever is talking about how they're doomed, it's not that they lost their lives, their people, or their city or their country. It's, we failed the kids. We failed to give our children a better life. We failed to give our children a future. We took that away from them. And the thing is, the same way that Eren is trying to do all this so his people can have freedom, before, you could make the argument, and I think, and you'd probably be right. You'd probably be right. You could make the argument that these people, this commander, before he was preaching the gospel about the children of the forest, same way that Mr. Browse was, he was probably on some demon shit, the same way that Magath was, and everybody else. What's that one dickhead guy's name, Coslow or something like that? Him, in their mind, they were doing this for their country, and by proxy for the children of their country, and their children and stuff like that. So they thought they were doing the right thing, the same way that Eren thinks that he, or at least feels like he's doing the right thing, the same way that our group thinks that they're doing the right thing, same way that Flock thought that he was doing the right thing, all that, right? But in the midst of all that, in the midst of trying their hardest to help their country, their countrymen, and all the other stuff, they did not take into account what they were doing to the children, what they were sacrificing for the children, or what they were sacrificing from the children, right? So yeah, I like that the idea of the children of the forest came back with them saying that they failed them, they took away a future for their children. Like I was saying, outside of that, we also have the children being the ones that see hope every time, right? And I love that. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be a callback to season 1, but it felt like a callback to season 1, where they're crying, like the people are crying and stuff like that. They're holding their kids. They're like, oh, we're about to die, blah blah, and all of that. And in season 1, when the wall was breached, in that first couple episodes, when the wall was breached, I think it was episode 6. Everybody was despairing. The children, or the adults were despairing, and the children were just scared. And through that despair, what was her name? Was it Grace? Well, I forget her name. I'm pretty sure she died, but the little girl is the one that's everybody sees the Titan. They're like, oh no, the Titan's coming. But then they also see Mikasa coming through and killing the Titan. So it felt a lot like that moment where Mikasa was the hope for those children. She gave hope for that specific girl. That girl became a scout and died as a scout because Mikasa gave her hope. So in this episode, fast forward 4 seasons and however many parts later, you see nothing but despair on the horizon. A demon-like skeletal figure is forming up on the horizon, throwing rock or throwing whatever at your final defense, your final line of defense and offense, wiping away any amount of hope that you have. And all the adults are despairing, saying, oh, we failed the children, blah blah blah. And it's the child who points out, hey, what the fuck is that? And it's a chance. It's a chance for humanity to fight back. And they gave them a fucking fight. So I really love the what they do with children on this show. They use them so well in the storytelling. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. So the fight itself, or I don't know if you can call it a fight, but the battle, the beginning of the battle here was fantastic. Oh my god, they did such a good fucking job on this. Having like the The ODM movement was great. It was so fucking sick. The imagery of having like Eren walk through this land of fire after the bombardment and all the other stuff. It's, you know, Reiner's mom finally seeing Reiner still alive and all this other stuff come back to help. It was so good. It was animated so fucking well. I loved every second of that final battle. It was so fucking good, man. That was just really good shit. But we ended off on a question. After all that goodness, we ended off on a really important question that Armin asked. Eren, which is when. Well, let me actually bring it up so I know. Let me actually bring it up. Where's it at? I want to do this justice, so let me actually see what that's talking about. Oh, great. It won't fucking let me. Okay, now there it is. Okay, let's see. Eren. Here he goes. I have another question. To ask. Once we drag you out of there, in what way are you free? Which is a sick bar. Once we drag you out of there, in what way are you free? Great question. Why? Because here's why I believe that Eren's freedom is what is inhibiting him from being free. Because if the only thing that is granting Eren his freedom is this monstrous puppeted form, then what does that make him when he's out of it? Eren has always saw himself as free, and as I've said, I believe that Eren is the least free out of all of the cast. I think that Eren right now is the least free person on Earth. Because he had to sacrifice his own freedom in order to try and gain it. So Armin makes a very good point. If we drag you the fuck out of there, then what the fuck does that make you, dude? If your freedom is this form, if this is what freedom looks like, if I take you out of that bitch, how free are you? Because that doesn't sound like freedom. That doesn't sound like freedom at all. People are free to live, die, love, and everything else. But what you have created here is a cage. And it's not just in this form. It's Eren's person. It's Eren's thought process of fight. You know, it's the whole thing of to keep moving forward and all this other shit. That doesn't make you free. Your mindset has never been free. What you have been doing has never been conducive for freedom. But what you're doing is also causing people to see the error in their ways. I agree with Armin. I totally agree with Armin that yeah, once we drag you the fuck out of there, you ain't that free, dog. But to go back to the whole idea of him being a cautionary tale, Eren is doing some good. The reason why that commander or whatever is like, yo, We will never do this. We will never treat our children like this again. We will never act like this again. We will live a different life if we are lucky enough to make it out of this. As I was saying during the episode, I don't know if Eren is creating better people or he's giving better people room to talk. Cuz maybe this guy always thought that. Maybe that guy always thought that, but never could say it because, well, you don't want to fuck around with command or whatever. Or maybe seeing the result of every fucked up thing he's done in the military as a person of Marley, as a person of this world, maybe he's looking out to this horizon and saying, this is what we did. This is us. This is what we created. Maybe he had a come to Jesus moment, this moment of clarity, and realized, yeah, I fucked up. We all fucked up. It's very possible. Very possible. So I believe I've said this. What the fuck? Okay. I was like, okay, I'm tripping. Am I high? I believe that with everything we said, how Eren's not free, how what Eren's doing is wrong, all this other stuff, I do believe Eren is creating a better world. I believe that Eren is making himself the greatest cautionary tale to have ever been told. I do believe that after this, people are going to see, oh my God, so that's what so that's the singularity of hate that we created. Let's try something different this time. If we get a second chance, if we're so lucky to get a second chance, let's try to make a singularity of love. And I'll end the discussion on this because we've been talking for way too long. I'm sorry, you know how it is. I'm sorry. But I'll end the discussion off on this. Two of my favorite scenes in this show, if not these two are my favorite scenes in this show. Two things. The owls whose memories are those scene, which is a fantastic twist. It's probably one of the best twists I've ever seen in any media ever. But it was what he said before. It was what he said before the twist. Love someone in your walls. Because if you do, or if you don't, this will just happen again and again. And in that moment, after like having the whole like time shenanigans stuff of like save me because of blah blah blah, you could see that as a, oh shit, he's, for some reason the owl has seen the future. He knows because he's the attack titan, so he knows that it's a loop. It's a time loop, and it'll just keep going. No, I think it was way simpler than that. It was way simpler than that. And this is why the second scene, I love the second scene that we're about to talk about so much. It was way simpler than that. He was simply saying, the energy that you put in is what you're going to get out. If you use your loved ones, or who should be your loved ones, if you use them as tools for revenge, tools for hate, if you do not treat them with love, respect, and cherish them as you should, if you use them for those tools of hate, you are simply going to get more hate out of the world. If you love them, if you cherish them, you will get more love out of the world. It's cheesy, it's simple, but that's what he was trying to say. Love someone in your walls so this shit can stop. And that brings me to the second scene that I absolutely adore in this episode, which is Carla's speech. I cry every time I hear that shit. Because Carla had the right idea. Carla just loved her son. That's it. He's like, she was like, I don't care if he's special. He doesn't gotta be any of that. He could be stupid as fuck for all I care. I don't care. I love him because he was born. That's it. That's all. She was like, look how cute he is. It was that simple. It was that simple. Carla wanted to put more love in the world, which is hearing Eren say, what would my mom think? Oh, that broke me. That broke me. I hated hearing that because Carla's one of my favorite characters. I know like Carla died in like the first episode, and like so people probably don't think about her too much, but Carla's one of my favorite characters just off that speech alone. Just off that speech alone. So hearing Eren say, what would my mom think? Dear God, man. Dear God, man. And that's so real for so many people. Like, just people in real life doing bad shit. Like, I'm pretty sure they've stopped and thought, what would my mom think? That's such a simple... It's so crazy how simple Attack on Titan is. But how grand those simple ideas, those simple ideals are. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. This special was great. As I said during the episode, there's always like a pit in my stomach when I'm about to watch Attack on Titan because I know I'm about to see some sick shit. But with how this episode ended, it also shows me just how much I love it, because in that vein, the world is very cruel, but it is also very beautiful. This was great. This was great. It was a great episode. Really enjoyed it. Mappa, you did it. You did good. You did wonderful. You did fantastic. Here's to hoping that you can keep up that amount of quality. But yeah, great. Take all the time you need. Take all the time you need. I know a lot of people hate that this is being chopped up in like released in weird ways. Trust me, it's a little frustrating to me too, but I rather them take their time and do this show justice rather than them rush it out and not do this show justice. So with all being, Jesus Christ, we've been talking for a long fuck. Oh fuck. With all that being said, there's probably stuff that I missed. I'm sure this was a fucking hour long episode. So if there's anything that I missed, I would love to hear what you all think about this episode and the themes and stuff that's going on. This show has so much to talk about. I mean, that's what this channel's for, discussion. I want to hear about all. Do you love Flock? Do you hate Flock? Do you agree with what they're doing? Do you not agree? I want to hear all that. So with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Attack on Titan or something totally different, the best place in that in, it's always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below. If you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. We have a full length reaction on the Patreon. As I was saying at the top of the video, this is going to be hard as fuck to edit. Attack on Titan is hard as fuck to edit, because everything matters, and it's hard to edit. So the full length reaction is greatly suggested. Of course, you know, like I said, I don't shill for the Patreon too much, but yeah, you might want to watch the full reaction. So With all that being said, you know, all that out the way. Let me get my off button ready. We also have the Discord if you want to talk more Attack on Titan. I'd love to hear from you all in the Discord as well, because I believe they now that this is dropped, they've been talking about Attack on Titan in there as well, and they were like, yeah, this shit's peak. Oh my god, it's so great. I had to watch it, bro. So let me get my off button ready. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.